Wow, oldie but goodie.
Yeah, I remember listening to this song. I'd be in the back of the car in the Cutlass Supreme, going down the Bronx Expressway, the Cross Bronx Expressway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd be wishing on a star for a better fucking life. I hated my stepfather.
From those days to now, you do have a better life.
I do. That star has fucking.
Come through a
That
couple
star
times.
is shining. That star is shining. It had nothing to do with my mom. It had everything to do with that fucking guy. That's like, you can listen to this song wishing on a star to get out of a damn crazy ass life like that, or you can listen to this song while you're banging your girl. Like, it's just so many.
It's a wonderful makeout song. It's a great hangout. You know, just
Or if you're banging your guy,
romantic mood thing going on.
you know what I'm saying? That's a dope classic right there. But yeah. Anyway,
So I've been curious.
hold on. Welcome to another episode of Making Noise in the Kitchen. It's your boy Carlo Banga, aka Don Perignon.
And Uncle Mario, a.k.a. the Senator. Hey, thank you.
Oh shit! I got all this out in the open. Anyway, so what were you curious about?
Okay, I see that bottle on the table. Were you going to talk about that bottle tonight? Or just...
No, actually, no. I was just gonna finish it real quick.
Nice. See, either way.
Came Milagro. I was talking to my homegirl last night. No, actually, I was talking to Sheena last night about tequilas, and she's obviously a tequila drinker because she knows about El Milagro, Leyenda del Milagro tequila, and it's in my list. It's number 3.
When I was younger and started drinking, tequila was one of those first booze, bottle of booze that you get so drunk and so messed off of.
And there was only a couple kinds of tequilas, you know what I'm saying?
Never drink it again.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not crazy about tequila today.
I remember when.
Do you have a bottle that you specifically remember going through that nightmare of throwing up and feeling like it was never going to end?
Jose Cuervo.
And you'll never drink it again?
I'll drink it again. I'm saying, but like, that was a long time ago though. Like, what was it? Jose Cuervo. Yeah, that was the tequila that when I was young, 16, 17 years old, they had the big gallon jugs of it, and everybody was licking the salt off their hands and taking tequila shots and all that shit. Yeah, and I was like, you know, growing up, I mean, I was hood. We were drinking Hennessy, Bacardi Limon. You know what I mean? I was really a Hennessy dude, but I never thought I would get on tequila. And then, one day it's just like I got my list. It's we got Don Julio. I put Don Julio number 1. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, right. Don Julio, and then after that's Casamigos. Casamigos is number 2. Number 3 is El Milagro. And number 4 is the Rocks tequila, Terramana. That's a good one. Very good one. Good sipping tequila. Yeah, I'm to a point like I drink tequila like that. Now it's more of the flavor profile for me. Right. So it's not even, it's like, it doesn't do none of that to me.
Right.
That
You're
shit.
a connoisseur.
Yeah.
Of good tequila.
Yeah. Put me in the hospital once, so.
So you're a great connoisseur.
You know, you remember that shit? I put me in the hospital. What was that, last year?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that was about. It was Thanksgiving. Yeah, it just fucking everybody was here. Everybody was here at my house, and I was walking around with this bottle. It was this one.
That was the culprit?
Yeah, it was this one, and I didn't notice. But I mean, I guess it's all day long of cooking. So like
the heat and then not eating because you're cooking.
You know what I mean? It was like from like 10 in the morning to like 3, 4 in the morning of tequila. You know what I'm saying?
Yikes.
And so I guess that was like
that would probably do it.
Yeah, all of a sudden, you know, I had thought it's kind of weird because I have been dealing with this injury for a while. I thought I broke my rib because little mishap I had with my boy Manny in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? He landed on me and like I thought my shit broke. You know what I mean?
How big was he?
He a big boy.
Yeah.
He a big boy. Yeah, and it's like I kind of like tried to judo flip him. Then when he landed, it was just like right on me, boom. And I was doing the damn pig roast. If you go to one of the first videos, yeah. And like, I remember I was done today. I couldn't smoke, nothing. Like I was smoking, I started coughing. Oh my god! Like I thought I was going, I was going to go out. So yeah, so I just kept riding with it. I was like, I know what it is. Right. So I'm not gonna spend money going to the hospital for it. And so then yeah, like I thought, like sometimes when I be sitting, like I feel like that flutter or whatever. So I was like, oh, this thing is spazzing out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, maybe I really like broke it all the way this time.
Are you having a muscle spasm?
No, I'm good now, but it was like
or a bone spasm.
It was like a muscle, like right here. It felt like it was just going like that, and it wouldn't stop. And so I was like, golly, like it was getting crazy. And so then that Thanksgiving happened. Also, I'm going to work, and I'm like, I can't stand, I can't sit, and the muscle spasm is like all day long. And I was like, oh man, maybe I ripped a muscle or something. And I was like, oh. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is bad. And then I go to the emergency room, and nurse goes, do you drink? I was like, yeah, I drink. Yeah, what's going on? She's like, yeah, well, you need to, so what'd you do this week? Oh, it's Thanksgiving, right? You must have gotten trashed. I was like, not really. Like, what the hell? She's like, yeah, your, what was it called? Your pancreas. Yeah, she's like, your pancreas is jacked up. Everybody was telling me it was my gallbladder and this and that, and yeah, and then it jacked me up, and so I stopped drinking for like 3 months. 3 months. And then I just knew never to go like hardcore into that. So you see me take a shot here like that. Shoot, there's nothing close to that. Like, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, you've chilled.
Chilled. But yeah, you know, I mean, I like drinking the beer here, and like, you know what I'm saying? I like IPAs. You know what I mean? But yeah, the tequila, like, yeah, we were having like some back and forth last night about the best tequilas in Broward and shit like that. I was like,
did she show you up?
That little girl can drink. That little girl can drink. It is crazy. I went to Broward this weekend and stayed away from people though. Fuck that.
You have to. Especially with the numbers are going up.
I'm at a point, bro. I realized that today. I am back to regular life. I'm just wearing a mask and staying distant from people, but I will go somewhere. I'm like, it's whatever. And because I know what somebody going to say to me. This guy wearing a mask. For like, and yes, I am. What about it, nigga?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to say nothing to me. So I'm like, I'm good.
You know, it's funny because we should be, the crowd should be leaning towards your way because you see what's good. The numbers are slowly going up from all these. But
you have a lot of people that probably already got it in Broward. These people probably already got corona, and so they already ripped through it, and they're like, all right, you're not going to stop me from living life. So there's people out there just going and doing their thing. And then you have people that are just still a little bit stupid, and they're getting sick and passing it around and just being stupid. Like, there's actually airheaded people out there that are still not even educated about the virus itself or anything like that. Yeah. So you have those people, and then you have, for lack of a better word, the Trumpers. You know what I mean? It is like you're not gonna. It is. My goddamn president isn't wearing a mask. I'm not gonna wear a mask. So, and so it is what it is. That's why stay away from him. Because I'll slap fire out of one of these motherfuckers.
Not only that, but I mean, follow the science. The way you don't have to follow your president, follow the science. That's the most important part, you know. And if they're telling you to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Yeah, but when media and science intermingles together,
that's what happens.
This is what you get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's like I was like this close to going to the Hard Rock last night. I was saying it all night. I was like, let's go on a gamble a little bit, see what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Just have a little good old time. But I just started thinking about it, and I was like, I'm gonna start smoking in there, and I'm gonna take the thing off, and I was like, no, not gonna. Let's just chill. So.
Right on. Good thinking.
Yeah, I was close to getting a tattoo last night, and I was, I don't know, I was just on some other shit last night. I guess I was like, no, just everybody leave me alone.
Right on.
But yeah, I was close to getting the back of my head tattooed last night, and it will be done. But I'm saying yeah, it was gonna happen last night.
You'll come back from Broward one day, and I'll be like,
what a whole shit. But it's not gonna be crazy.
What is it gonna be?
Skeleton keyhole.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really want to do, there's an artist that I want to do it. He's in Miami, but it's gonna be expensive. But he is, I think his name Kreiserman or something like that. But he specializes in like small tattoos. So like the keyhole would be like that big, but I want it to be like behind that keyhole, like an eye. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Looking back at it.
So that's yeah.
That'd be freaking people out.
Yeah.
Mommy, he's looking at me.
Well, tell your little white boy to stop looking at me. That's how I be at the supermarket.
Yikes.
Shit, that'd be hilarious. Shit, but yeah. Shit was tight though. No, it was like I told you when I first got into Broward, I started getting, a little bit of like PTSD, like the flashbacks of being homeless and efficiency living and smashing roaches and stuff like that. I just started getting those flashbacks because for me, there's been so many nights on those roads out there that I'd be driving and I didn't know where I was going. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when I start seeing signs out there, I start getting PTSD and I start like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But then I'm like, I'm Gucci, you know what I mean? Then you start thinking about like the shit that you like about it, you know what I mean? I really didn't get to see my brothers out there and everything. It was just a quick ride, but I just, it was like smelling the foods and things like that. Then it was like, yeah, this nigga almost forgot that.
Walking through the neighborhood.
Yeah. But yeah, there was that, you know what I mean? So it was cool. It's like, it's almost like I know if like I was to go back to New York right now, I get probably major PTSD, and as soon as I get there, and then everything will be alright.
And then everything will be alright.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Oh yeah.
Talking about PS.
Hold on one second. Ass tissue.
That's what I was leading into that.
Okay.
But thanks for the reminder. He says ass tissue to his son, and I'm like automatically thinking of the Suez Canal.
Of the what?
Of the Suez Canal. Right?
The what? The Suez?
Yeah.
What's that?
The Suez Canal.
Yeah. Suarez? I don't know. Wait, what are you talking about? What's the canal?
Okay, so there's a canal that matches one part of the ocean with the other part of the ocean, right? And right now there's a big old tanker blocking the whole thing. And it's been like that for a week. It's caught up on one of the ends, and the thing's the size of this tanker is the size of the Empire State Building.
Really?
You
seen it?
It's blocking all the waterway traffic. So now people are thinking, should I go all the way back and around Africa to get to where I'm going, or do I wait and see if they can get this thing out? So far, it's been like 7 or 8 days.
How do you think you spell that? Suarez Canal? Or Suez?
Try it. Suarez Canal? Maybe with like a S-U-A. Or canal blockage. Just put canal blockage maybe.
Suarez Canal boat. Yeah, Suarez, I think. Yep.
So it's crazy. So one of the
Suez?
The Suez?
Suez Canal. All right, so wait a second. So this thing is blocking... What is it blocking?
It's blocking the whole canal. It's.
So what is that? Stopping like water flow?
No, it's not stopping the water because the water's still going underneath it, but it's caught up in the sand and it turned to almost block off the whole thing. It's blocked off, so no other ships can go through that area.
Look at all the containers it has on it.
Yeah. So one of those things that they were talking about, as we get back to the beginning of the story, is that when they started talking about what's going to be coming in that's short, and stuff like that, you're going to have shortages of stuff because the thing is so backed up. One of those things, of course, is
toilet paper. Yeah, here we go, another fucking pandemic.
Exactly. So everybody's going to be like, somebody better invent something for people to clean their ass besides toilet paper and
they did
leaves.
No, a bidet.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
My mom wants to. She's like very adamant on sending me a bidet.
Who? Your mom?
My mom, yeah. I'm like,
right on.
piece of me is like, I probably need one. You know what I'm saying? That thing is probably changed my life. I heard it changed people's lives. I heard it changes lives.
Oh wow!
That's
that 28,000 model.
You know what I'm saying? I need the pressure washer.
That's what it is. It's like a car wash inside
Oh
of
my
your
God!
toilet.
Split holes in your grundle.
Nice.
This is, man. It's like there's got to be at least over 5,000 containers on this boat.
Oh, probably more than that. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. For some reason, like all those containers just like got devalued, and we can go get them for like 50 cents each. Start building mansions.
What happens is the opposite. Is that everything starts going up in value. Everything else goes up.
I'm trying to get it. That we'll make a movie out of this. Send operatives to get the toilet paper off of there to bring over.
So now they got like every army in the world trying to help them get this thing open.
Well, look, it says here, I guess. Oh wait, what the hell is this? Okay, hold on. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has reportedly ordered the Suez Canal Authority to come up with a plan for removing some of the more than 18,000 containers off the Ever Given. Should efforts to refloat the ship like Sunday's high tide maneuvers continue to fail, that would serve to lighten the load beyond other efforts to do so, like emptying the ship's ballast and fuel tank, possibly making the ship easier to dislodge. Removing the cargo would not be easy, however, since there are no cranes nearly tall enough to reach the top of the container stacks.
Oh, shit.
Authorities would most likely need to use big helicopters to take the containers off one by one. That wouldn't work for all of the containers either, just the ones light enough to be safely carried away by whatever helicopters can be made available of the effort. The Wall Street Journal suggests that tandem rotor Chinook CH-47s could be used. Tandem rotor, yeah, the one on each side. Used, but yeah, is a world-renowned heavy lift workhorse. That turned into one of our favorite helicopters when we moved in. Yeah, when we moved into the to base, and we lived right on the airfield. Like it was ridiculous. I don't know how we lived through that for years. And there's deployments coming back on that airfield.
Yikes!
Yeah.
So all night long it was going.
All of a sudden it'd be like 3 a.m. and everything's, and you're like, what in the? Yeah, it was wild.
That's torture.
You get used to it.
That's like really physical torture because it's damaging your ears, I'm sure.
Hey, I see that commercial all the time. I'm trying to see if I could get paid off of them. Were you in the Army at this time and those ear plugs all jet? I'm telling you, I wonder if I could get paid off that. Pay me for something out of that.
The earplugs that you guys were using?
Yeah, yeah, at the range, and those were the earplugs I also forgot in my dorms and couldn't tell my drill sergeant because they would have railed my ass. So I went onto the rifle field for 2 hours shooting. I'm
surprised you can hear anything today.
I'm very surprised. I remember the Army told me I was legally deaf. I was like, y'all, what? I literally was like, what? I was like, no, y'all niggas stupid. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, they it's kind of funny too because if you look at the patterns of it, but I feel I'm not deaf. I mean, even dealing with music, when I make music, I'm fine. But when I went to join the Army, they gave me a red flag, and they were like, you can't come in because we have to score your ear or whatever. And so they scored my ear right there, pulled out this big ass, I guess it's like a wax buildup that happens, and it's like a big black ball that they pull out and everything.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit, I can hear. Like it was all like clear. And then then of course that happened in basic training, and then once you go through the whole protocol for deploying, and when I got to the hearing booth, they were like, baby, you deaf. And I was like, I am not deaf. I am not deaf.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And
So
but
they
you think that shit mattered? They're like, baby, you deaf. Now get in line and get that shot so you could get on this fucking plane. And
exactly. I mean, if you were deaf, you wouldn't be able to go, right? You'd be
pretty much. Yeah, it's like
4F.
I guess. I don't know. I guess maybe they want deaf niggas over there.
Exactly. Exactly.
I guess.
Throughout the war. Be a quiet war.
Like, I was number like what 1,000. What was my prison number? 91119. How am I not gonna remember that? You have to. They wake you up and say, stand in front of your door, and yell your number. So yeah, it's just literally as a number
to memorize
in Leavenworth and in Afghanistan. It was just a number. That's crazy. 91119. I still got the boots too, actually.
Well, I can still remember my first telephone from when we lived up in Melbourne.
I see the meme online, and I try to. Yeah, I can't remember it. I can't remember it.
It's a 628 number. I remember it clear. 628-6466.
I remember that numbers were like 914-422-6071. That was Ed's job number.
Damn, brother, you had that one on speed dial.
Yeah, weird. A police department. Weird.
Maybe that's a hidden truth.
I was always calling him. Well, I had the number up because you want to know something funny? He would call me like 17 times a day because he'd be in the precinct doing paperwork, and he didn't know how to spell. So he would call me and ask me how to spell things, and I was in 3rd grade. This is a police officer. Hello. Hey, I mean, it shows what kind of police officer he was anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, last week something happened, and we didn't really discuss it over here.
What was that?
I think about this because I started off with the song "Wishing on a Star" and I was talking about that jackass again, and then sure enough, damn, this nigga just fucking kill this dog. So the funny thing with "Wishing on a Star" and all that, and so
reminded you of all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah, good stuff. Let me tell you.
Well, you know what? He was an abusive person, and that's really all you can say about him. You know, he was, I think, a little mentally off too.
I wonder if
it always scared me that he had a gun. Because he was so psychotic.
Yeah,
you know?
I've witnessed him like come home drunk and like get in a crazy argument for no reason, and then my godfather, rest in peace, Paul, came to the house and like sat us down on the couch, like trying to like be civil about something, and this nigga pulled his pistol out his shit and put it in his mouth, and he was like, "Fuck, I'll do this right now," and I was just looking. I was like,
"That who does that? I mean, who in their right mind does
like
that?"
Threatening.
Like that's so crazy. That I would have seen that like a huge red flag. Hello, this guy's nuts.
And I think we did like 6 more years of him after that. All that is funny, and this mug comes to the crib with a picture of my real father.
He said, because I had shown him the picture back about 15 years ago.
20 years ago, shit.
Maybe,
You showed me that picture in the year 2000.
Yeah. So 21 years, and he never said a word about it. He just was like, whatever, and never said a word about it. And then all of a sudden, he pops the question to me. He goes, "Hey, do you still have that picture?"
I don't know what made me think of that.
After 20 years.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
Well, I'm moving out of my house, so I had to start tearing up stuff and throwing stuff away. I open a box of what? Pictures. And whose picture's right on top? His father's. So it must have been the last time I showed him. I threw it right on top of that pictures
and opened that box in 20 years.
And opened that box in 20 years.
That is crazy. So when I went to Broward yesterday, I showed Cindy and all of them. And that was hilarious. Everybody was like, I see it. I see all of it. I look at this picture. I don't see nothing, nigga. I tell you, I don't see a damn thing. It just look like a black dude who been shot in his arm before. And that's it.
Right.
But I mean,
well, I never saw, I never saw anything in him either. I mean, when Maxine brought him around, I was like, oh, girl, you could be doing so much better.
Lord of mercy. Well, thanks.
No. Ugly people produce beautiful babies.
Shit. Obviously.
It works somehow.
Yeah, because it's sort of like, I know I'm making some good-looking kids.
Exactly. And you're good-looking. Come on.
It's weird. I don't know how.
Got a good-looking family.
We do. We do. I can't even front. Yeah, there'll be sometimes you look at families like, God, man, that's
exactly.
Like, what happened right there?
Exactly.
But yeah, no, we do have a good-looking family. We got good-looking women in our family.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
that's for sure.
Yeah, good-looking dudes. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, shit works out. Yeah, it is wild.
Obviously, we got a ton of great grandchildren and great nieces and nephews. So we've got, obviously, they're good looking.
Yeah, this thing is going on for a hot minute.
Exactly.
This thing is going on.
Nobody's forgetting that name for a while.
I'm telling you. It was wild though. Like there was a time I was working for a collection agency. Matter of fact, when he was about to be born.
The assistant?
Huh?
The assistant?
Yeah. He was about to be born, and I was working for a collection agency, and I had access to this thing called Accurate, and it's basically a background check kind of detector for, you know what I mean? Right. And so I was like, I looked for my real father to see what the hell, and see what happens. And I looked up, and I would get these phone numbers and things like that. And so, like, I had called one place and one house or whatever, and it was a lady, and I think she may have known or whatever, but I asked for certain names, and nobody had hung up the phone or whatever. So I was like, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then I started looking, and I guess I was getting information that like he was living in a YMCA, you know what I mean? So I'm like, if you living in a YMCA in New York, I already hear you used to be a heroin addict. We already know it's cracking over here. Yeah. So I was just like,
Never get out.
Yeah, I was like, it is what it is. Let me leave that alone.
Well, and I was so thankful that when your mom just walked away.
I remember going to his mother's house in the Bronx, and
she used to babysit you, right?
Yeah, and it was like you didn't want to be there. You didn't want to be there. It was very weird. It was almost like I was like, who is this lady and what the hell am I doing here? Right. And let's just deal with these hours until I can get the hell up out of here.
No. When was that? Oh, you're talking about.
I was a kid.
What's her name? You're talking about what's his name? Ed.
No, I'm talking about real father's mother.
Your real father's mother.
And then my mom ended up telling me that.
So your mom stayed in touch with her all those years.
I must have been 4 or 5, yeah. And it was just, I guess it was one of those things because apparently mom told me that she wanted to get paid for watching me, and mom was like, "That's your grandson," and she was like, "I don't give a about none of that."
Well.
And so
she
stopped. Yeah, she stopped taking me there. But I remember one time, like they bought me. I remember it was in Queens, and it was a big ass Jamaican party that they had, and I actually got this kind of hors d'oeuvre that I make. Actually, I did it for school. I got that recipe for something that I tried there, because I always remembered it, and I was like, damn, that shit is good. But I never can pinpoint what the hell it was until I went to Afghanistan and tried kippered in a can. I was like, that's that fucking taste right there. Right on. And so then I started working from there, and then I made this.
And what was it?
It was basically it was kippered. It's a fish. It's a smoked fish that they put canned, and they did like it was like a curry kippered, and they put it on crackers, and that was like an hors d'oeuvre that they were passing around at this party. And I remember it was like typical like Jamaican big ass house, you know, like long dark hallways and
right.
it was just like very
Big old haunted house.
Yeah, it was like very good. But then you run through the hallways. I was a little kid and I just knew it was a party, whatever. And then they gave me that hors d'oeuvre or whatever. And that was like the only time I think I had a good time with
house.
any kind of memory with my real like other side of the family. But then now, yeah, I don't remember none of that shit.
Well, I mean, if it's true the way the way he is, maybe it was better.
Yeah, the only memory I have of him is, of course, in the building, McGraw Avenue, when I got painted on my wall. I guess he came to visit when we were living in Grandma's apartment in 7B. And I guess Mom told her, she was like, you ain't allowed in the house. Probably because Grandpa was like, nigga, yeah, you ain't coming up in, whatever. Yeah. And he brought me in the hallway, and I guess he was holding me and then gave her a big garbage bag full of teddy bears. And he held me for like 5 minutes, I guess, and then that was it. No. That is what it is, nigga. No.
We can't sit and dwell, right?
It's like, imagine one day, hey, I think I'm your brother, or I think I'm your sister. Some craziness like that.
That's probably a good chance of that. Especially now when it's a lot easier to find.
You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody wanted to know, like, but unless I was just like that secret.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you obviously you know his last name and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. But I was probably maybe like a secret. Nah, I couldn't because I met so I was, and then Elena and all these years. Yo, I was chilling with my cousins, not knowing that their father was my real father's brother.
Yeah.
I was 17, 18 years old. And I didn't know this. I was like, what? I'm babysitting my actual, some sort of real side of family over there. I'm babysitting right here. Didn't even fucking know it.
Yikes.
No. And then like, all of a sudden, years later, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you know that? Yeah, their father was your father's brother."
Was he his brother or a cousin?
No, he was his brother.
Oh, right on.
I was like,
yeah, I remember him clearly because one day he used to beat Elena. He used to beat her, and one day
fucking great group of guys I came from. Let me tell you.
She called my dad, and my dad said, "Give me a minute," and he walked upstairs.
I would have shot that nigga if I knew he was hitting Elena. Like you don't.
He says,
Elena.
My dad said, if I ever see you again, you're dead.
I'd have shot that nigga if I knew he was hitting Elena.
Because my dad carried a gun all the time.
All day long. All day long. That's crazy. Elena was like, I loved that woman. That was my lady.
She was a good person.
Yeah.
She had a good heart, a great heart.
I remember like towards the end, she had MS, and so she was shaking very hard or whatever.
Yeah.
But Uncle Mario kept a good sense of humor with her.
Yeah. And
it was hilarious. I wasn't, I was young, 17 or whatever, but she went to go grab the doorknob, and she was shaking. She's going like this, and Mario was like, "Hey, what that doorknob do to you?" And she started dying laughing. And I was like, oh, man, that was hilarious. That was one of the last times I seen her. I was dying. I was like, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lena was dope. She would flip out if she would see y'all. She'd be like, what the hell?
Oh, my God, are you kidding me? She would definitely. You know how Elena took everything a little to heart, So she would be like, "Oh my God,"
She's like, "That's Carlton all over." Oh my God. She was definitely dope people. Yeah, we cool in this podcast.
We have some good memories from those days.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure most people do, in their own families. Everybody out there is like, "Oh yeah, I got memories like that,"
It's I miss the old times, like when we used to have those Christmases and Thanksgivings.
Yeah, I sure
And
do.
everybody would pile up in an apartment in the Bronx.
Yeah.
and just like chill, and you see family you haven't seen for a hot minute and everything like that. Now it's like,
yeah, now it's all distant people, distant cousins and distant, people that you really don't see any other day of the year.
I haven't seen my cousin Danny. Shit. 12 years?
Wow.
We grew up together.
Which is crazy, yeah. You'd figure he'd try to reach out and say...
No, we speak.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we speak. I mean, I haven't talked to him in like a month or two, but he's in Arizona and everything, and we were in Afghanistan together.
He's still in the service?
No, he's done. He's done, thank God.
You were in Afghanistan together?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He was in a fob about 20 miles away, and I was in the airfield in Kandahar, and we would literally, when we'd get our free time, we'd go, get to a computer or whatever, we'd type each other, and then he'd be like, yo, I'm going to be in Kandahar tomorrow. I'm like, dude, I got to run a mission tomorrow. I'm not going to be here.
You're always missing each other?
Yeah, it was like one of those things. And so, yeah, it's crazy. But thank God he got out of the military. Like, he went all the way hard.
Yeah.
All the way hard, like pure airborne soldier. Like, fully decorated. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was a soldier, decorated halfway, but I seen other parts of the military that other niggas will never see. So
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know what I mean. You think things are. Well, we were talking the other night about things changing, and how the service has changed, and how even the training has changed. Mm-hmm. Where they used to be so in your face and so all that stuff. A lot of that stuff has stopped because it's abuse.
Especially now since your boy Biden claims that he doesn't see it. He doesn't see soldiers being in Afghanistan by Christmas. He's saying that. That's what he said on his press conference the other day. But he said a bunch of shit in that press conference. I was like, that dude is, I don't think he's going to survive 4 years.
He looks very fragile. He looks like the election itself took a lot out of him.
Were you listening to that damn press conference?
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen to this.
Filibuster. Filibuster. With regard to the filibuster, I believe we should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
You know what a filibuster is?
Do you hear what he said?
He said we should send it back to the times when I was
you're listening too deep, nigga. Listen right here to that.
The filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
when I came to the Senate.
Oh my Lord!
He was joking. Oh, that's right. He was joking. I was watching the thing.
He wasn't joking. No.
He was totally joking.
Yo, this.
No, I watched the whole thing on TV. He really was joking when he said that.
This was the fucking.
I know what it was.
Whatever, man. This gotta be right. This nigga loves him some Joe Biden. Hey, listen. Listen.
No, I think he's very fragile. I agree with you. I think he's very fragile. I don't know. But you know when you can't pick on him.
The part that got me that whole press conference, that like, cause I was sitting over there and just on my phone and I'm listening, but this is the part when I was on my phone and I said, that's when I went like that, and I was like.
He's one of those guys that says stuff that he thinks is funny.
No. You ready? It just wasn't even funny. It was just how he did.
As you observed, I'm a fairly practical guy. I want to get things done. I want to get them done consistent with what we promised the American people. And in order to do that, in a 50-50 Senate, we've got to get to the place where I get 50 votes so that the Vice President of the United States can break the tie, or I get 51 votes without her. And so I'm going to say something outrageous. I have never been particularly poor at calculating how to get things done in the United States Senate. So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done. And if we have...
He chokes on his words.
He
always had.
He's an old man, man. He is a fucking old man.
He is.
And it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, do I see it lasting 4 years? People are questioning. There are, news networks right now that after that press conference right there, they're like, does this man know where? Is he here all day long? Is he here? I cannot see the way he stands there and he told that the way he did that whole press conference. That nigga has to take at least like 2 naps a day. He has to. And it's not mental, nothing. I'm not saying that. It's just that he is old. Yo, they really need to change the books about if you're talking about a future constantly, let's start changing and get these people of the future that are with the now in these positions. Him doing that whole shit with the weed and all that, you're showing your old ass off.
Well, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. We need new blood.
I think it's imperative.
The whole Congress, the whole Senate. I mean, most of these guys are in their 70s.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then they're in there for 20 some odd years.
They die in office and everything.
How is there a change? That means you're going off of somebody's moral compass for 20 years.
Right.
There's no challenging their thinking. There's no nothing. How is anything supposed to change? Things stay stagnant that way.
That's right. How's anything supposed to grow?
You grow fucking mold.
Right on. Well said.
It's crazy. That's one thing that I really think they need to do. And man, like maybe not gonna sound it's gonna sound crazy, but maybe a president dying of old age in office is something that needs to fucking happen. And then at the same time, it happening while there's like a goddamn war or something or civil unrest or something happening, because it's like, yo, when that happens, it's like, why are we gonna keep putting these old dudes up in here?
Right. Well, I mean, we voted a guy in for 4 terms. He died in office.
For 4 terms?
Yeah. You're only supposed to, 3 terms.
Oh, before the rule was set in effect.
Right.
Who was that?
That was FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then he died in the middle of a war. In the middle of World War II. And Truman came in. Well, it really wasn't the middle. It was more of the end.
Youngest president ever?
Truman?
Who is the youngest president ever?
John F. Kennedy Jr.
Was it him?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I knew it was.
Who?
Yeah. The youngest person to assume the presidency was Theodore Roosevelt, who at the age of 42 succeeded to the office after assassination of William McKinley. The youngest to become president by election was John F. Kennedy, who was inaugurated at 43. I could have swore I was like back in the day a young. Yeah. No, I mean like even think, but wasn't George Washington young?
No, George Washington was his middle ages already.
At that whole time, during the war, so he was a general at a young age, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He was a general and then he retired, and they brought him back from retirement. So he was already in his older years.
It's fucking wild. That is some wild shit. We over here talking about history and shit. Ain't this
the first person to not? No, he wasn't the first person. But at the time, if you wanted teeth, like
wooden teeth.
Yep, they would do wooden teeth.
That's so weird. I still don't understand that. Like they keep saying that, and like I don't understand that. You mean to tell me that these dudes, like, who wants wooden teeth in their mouth? I gum this shit.
I guess he was a meat eater. He was like, I ain't missing my beef.
Yeah, just like those slaves were giving beef to his wife. Anyway. Snap, it's crazy. to think that your grandmother, my mother, got married in his home.
In whose home?
In George Washington's home.
Oh.
That was George Washington's home that she
really?
got married at, yeah.
Crazy.
Ain't that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
we
thought it was
slept
just-
there. We slept
Oh, he
there.
slept there.
No,
Yeah.
we slept there.
Yeah, we slept there.
Yeah, but yeah, that was his home.
Oh, crazy.
There's some weird shit. I did some crazy shit in his living room, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna speak on that right now. But yeah.
I'm sure that all the cameras picked it up.
No, they did.
You forgot.
And even if they did, I don't give a shit at that time. I was on the run from the feds. And then I sniffed a line in his bathroom. Hold on. We're going. It was George Washington's house. I figured, like, you got to do some off-the-wall shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Yeah, but, yeah. At least I could say I've done that in George Washington's house.
Exactly.
But
did we smoke it over there? Yeah, we smoked while we were there, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, and you were like...
I was freaked out. Because
Yeah.
there was no, it was like the house, and then it's open ground all around it, so there's nowhere to go. Where you can.
I was like, get your ass over. Come on. Yeah, I think we hopped in my Beamer. I had the 2-door Beamer at that time, yeah. And then, and then Nick was nervous, but I got him trashed. Oh, that was crazy. He broke the toilet seat.
God. Snapped it right off.
Mm-hmm. Remember that guy? Do you remember that dude that was there and he was like Chris Farley? He was all loud and drunk and obnoxious and he was like funny, but he was just like all of a sudden after a while I was like enough is enough. And when we went to go to the rooms to go sleep, I was like, yeah, nigga, you can go. And the next day, Mom told me, she was like, he was supposed to sleep here. I was like, he was annoying.
Oh my God. You dismissed him.
I was like, yeah, you could go. We were out in the middle of nowhere at George Washington's house. And I was like, bye, sir.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, then nobody wanted to play with me at that time. That was not a time to play with me. That shit was crazy.
It was a great night.
I kissed you goodbye that the day after that. Because I didn't know if I was going to... It might have been 20 years before I saw you ever again. Yeah, it was nuts.
Wow.
I'm talking about some wild shit today.
I'm telling you, we're all over the place.
Yeah, I literally... Because he was a toddler, man. And he ran down the stairs. And I remember that staircase that it had. And we took a family picture on it.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful picture. Great staircase in there. But I seen this nigga run down the stairs and I ain't seen him in a while, and then it went through my head. I was like, I gotta say bye to this thing. I don't know if I'm about to go to prison for 20 fucking years. It's like, Jesus. And I like when I say I had that key on me where it was just like, I was like, turn it on here at my mom's wedding, gonna everything good, make jokes, that the speech and everything. Everybody's leaving. Key is off now. Throw that shit out. You are now on the run from the feds. That shit was crazy. I called a lawyer the day after that when I got back up to Virginia, and I was like, all right, what do I do? And he was like, seriously? Turn yourself in, or else you're going to have U.S. Marshals knocking down your mother's door. And I was like, all right, so I'm leaving. I just left my mom's house and went on the run somewhere else.
Yikes, nice. So your mom comes home from her wedding to find no front door.
No. I made sure that I left before any of that was gonna happen, and I told her that. And so if they were gonna come, they were just gonna knock on the door. So I made sure I told lawyers and I told the base and everything. I was like, I'm on the run. I'm somewhere, blah blah blah. But I was like, but I ain't at my mom's house, so you can go over there if you want, but I'm not there. And so that was it. So I knew I think I had like 28 days or something like that to get all my affairs in order before I turned myself in. And
do you remember the day you turned yourself in?
It sure did. Yep. I went and I wrote down the phone numbers because we're in the day and age you don't remember phone numbers. I wrote down phone numbers on my leg in Sharpie. Put on about 4 or 5 pairs of underwear, and put on my clothes, and I called one of my homeboys. I was like, hey, I'm about to smoke my last one. Come pick me up and drop me off at the barracks. and I'm just gonna turn myself in. And I didn't tell nobody that I was turning myself in, just surprise it or whatever. And yeah, he drove me in. I was calling mom on the way there, and I was like, boom, you know what I mean? I talked to her, and I talked to her. She starts going fucking crazy. And I called their moms and said bye to the boys or whatever. And sure enough, like, I turn myself in, and all my NCOs come, and they pull up, and they go and straight put me in handcuffs and take me to the actual the MP station. And they mocked up a court hearing right there within 2 hours. And I'll never forget the sergeant that it's like we were really good close friends at first, and then we ended up having some beef. Like, this is the sergeant that was with me with my mental health and everything in front of my counselor and all that, whatever. And that nigga, they called him in, and I'll never forget that bitch ass nigga. He was like, I don't suggest nothing. I suggest you throw him away and lock up the key. And the judge said, say no more. We don't have no space in Leavenworth, soldiers, so we're going to throw you. So we don't got no space for you, soldiers, so we're going to throw you in county, and whenever there's space, we'll bring you. So when they did that, when you're a soldier and they throw you in county, you're government property. They're not allowed to touch you. And so they threw me in there, and they forgot about me. It's a long more going to that, but yeah, that day I remember I turned myself, and it was literally within getting there, calling my homeboy, and within a 5-hour span, then turning myself in, and before you know it, I was sleeping in a county jail that was underground.
Crazy.
It wasn't even like a regular county jail, like it was underground.
Bunker?
Kind of like a bunker. And I was locked up with dudes that were been in county jail in that same cell for 4 years waiting for a case, waiting for a trial. In Kansas, that's town, Junction City is like this big. How dare they be in there for 4 years waiting for a trial? And like these dudes, I mean, they've been in there, so like they're Gucci, they got their food and everything like that, and they already know when soldiers come over there, they can't be touched or whatever. So a lot of the soldiers that ended up getting in trouble, they ducks. They kids or whatever. This ain't my first rodeo. I know what's up. So I get in there, and like they try sizing me up. I'm like, what's cracking? What we got to do? And they were like, Love and Hip Hop about to come on. You hungry, bro? I was like, damn, shit. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's
Nice.
go. You know what I mean? Eating their little, making that slam chow and everything with the Doritos and all that. And yo, I'm sitting there. They like, yo, whatever you need that bathroom or you Gucci. I'm like, all right, no doubt. I wanted to stay there because they were cool. And then they were like, nah, we got to transfer you. And then it just got real bad for now. They locked me up with like meth heads and niggas grinding their teeth all night long. You're in a cold ass cell. And then it starts snowing. It's wild. So, when it's snowing in those podunk towns and you locked up in there, there's no such thing as heat. And there's no such thing as blankets and things of that nature.
Yikes.
Yeah, sure. Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now you're feeling pretty good about where you are in life.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even me and Sheila were talking about it last night. You know what I mean? Like, it's like now I feel I'm at a space like for past a couple years now, people wanted to throw my past in my face and everything like that, and it's like now I think people are at a point. It's like you be real stupid if you look at me and think I'm the same person that I was. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you think that, then you out of your fucking mind. You know what I mean? I'm way different.
Right. And you've grown up.
Things is I'm doing what I gotta do. Yeah. It is what it is. Jeep.
You know what? No, I haven't.
We ain't cooking shit.
I know, but we got a little experiment going on. Right?
Yeah, I made some pickles, man. Homemade pickles. These pickles, I did these about a week and a half ago. Hey, you want to go grab me that jar, my guy? Thank you. I made these about a week and a half ago, and I did it the real pickling way. You know what I mean? You get your water. I put a little bit of vinegar, and I seasoned it with smoked paprika, some chili powder, and sugar and salt, and brought that to a boil so everything disintegrated. Put it in my seal tight container and crushed up some garlic and put these garlic in. So these are probably going to be halfway sour, but like good flavor. Every day I go in the fridge and do this. Mix that around. You can see the garlic floating around. Pepper in there. These are Kirby cucumbers.
Dude.
What?
Stop for a minute. There's something in the jar.
Like what?
Like a lizard.
Get the out of here. This nigga tripping. It's fucking.
Oh shit! All right. I thought it was like one of those tiny lizards. I was like, oh my god, a lizard got in there and it's floating around.
This nigga tripping. This garlic nigga has got.
Oh dang.
Oh my god, this nigga tripping. Yeah.
Let me see.
Nah. Yeah, it's Kirby cucumbers, and I cut them and sat them in here. It's been like a week and a half.
I would definitely try these in a minute.
And then once this brain gets out of the fact that they, oh my god.
No, I misreacted. That's all it was.
Oh shit! But yo, I did this before, and my homeboy, he fucking fell in love with him, and he's always wanted me to give him the recipe, and I never like. This nigga. Right. Oh shit, that is hilarious. That's a good idea. Get the tajin too. Maybe some of the hot sauce, the tapatio. Yeah. Hey, before we get into these
Pickles,
hey, and then like this is close because we've been on here for an hour. This is like just a chill podcast. Check this out. I found this. It's called it says a popular Los Angeles restaurant closes after a high-tech dine and dash scheme.
Oh, crazy.
For restaurant dining remains closed during the pandemic, dining and dashing is still a problem. KCAL9's Sarah Donchi shows us how it forced one restaurant owner to close up shop.
I told her, surprise me, give me whatever you have today, greatest hit.
This is a foodie's paradise.
It's amazing.
It's called Spoon by H. This is a place like in a little shopping kind of mall. Obviously, like this lady was like doing this, like she found the spot. She said, we're gonna make this happen. She was really doing this and busted the community's ass. Like they were like, yo, this food is some serious shit right here.
Crazy.
Top-notch, obviously.
Trendy desserts, bowls of piping hot noodles ready for their close-ups, even endorsements from celebrity chef David Chang. Korean fusion cafe Spoon by H had the ingredients to become an LA success story.
During the weekend, it was, line out the door.
The food is amazing. It's one of the best food. We actually come from Orange County.
But this is the epitome of a small business. Owner and chef Yoonjin Hwang started her restaurant from her love of food and works 15-hour days running it with her mom and brother.
She has something right there that gave me a fucking idea that I just saw there. I was like, oh shit. I gotta.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Soon to come. Go.
No staff. We have no cooks. I have to do.
You heard what she said?
She says no. She does all the cooking. There's no cooks.
She has no cooks.
Everything by myself. Like so many other, small businesses, like we were hit hard by the pandemic.
With so many new takeout orders online and through apps came a new challenge called friendly fraud or chargebacks. It's when a customer orders food, often through a delivery service, receives it, but disputes the charge with their credit card company to get a refund. One day, Yoonjin got her biggest order ever for more than $700.
He came and then he picked up the food, and then 1 week later, he disputed a charge.
She lost everything, the food, the money, and it kept happening over and over.
I just felt so, incredibly helpless and frustrated.
So she made the decision to close up shop for good. Saturday will be her last day, much to her customers' dismay.
You see what kind of that is and what's going on? Because she's Asian.
First of
for all you don't know, that lady's Asian, and so that's going a part of this too.
Right, they're targeting. People are targeting the Asians, but you know what? We're in 2021. If you're gonna make a purchase, it should be instantaneously. No waiting all week, all month, all year. You know.
Yeah, it's you can dispute the charge later on because I've even had some situations where like I'd get charged crazy shit that I didn't even receive, and then you dispute it, and of course they'll take it off. But now like that's the trend where people are disputing, oh, I didn't order this, or I'll change my card, decline, they do something stupid like that. These people went out of their way to pay $700 worth of stuff because it's an Asian-owned business by an Asian woman, and went out of their way to do that. It's a part of they should charge those people with a hate crime.
They should, absolutely.
Is what they should do.
Absolutely.
That shit is ridiculous. It's like, wasn't there 2 mass shootings this week and they were done by white people?
Yeah.
We should start going out and just start slamming skulls. White people. Just start slamming white people's skulls.
Well,
doesn't that sound stupid as shit?
Absolutely.
But they're doing it to Asians right now. Yeah. They're doing it to Asians.
They were doing it to the gays, and before that, they were doing it to the blacks, and before that, they were doing that to the Latinos, and
it's like everybody got to take their turns for this dumb shit.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But I can't even walking. Imagine walking down the street and like the situation that happened last week. You see a woman, an Asian woman who is 70 years old, and some 30-year-old white man is gonna come over here with a stick and hit her in the head and start beating the shit out of her. You think as a man I'm gonna let that sit there and happen?
Hell no.
I would the dog shit out of that cracker right there. It's the most unbelievable thing. And then it's always got to be these dudes or these people that don't have a inkling of any realness or toughness in their body.
Yep.
It's also because they changed All Lives Matter to Asian Lives Matter, and that's what all the white people use. All Lives Matter because they were offended that they only thought Black lives only mattered.
So they started saying Asian Lives Matter now?
Yeah, instead of All Lives Matter. It used to be ALM.
Yeah. Good. Well, good. Good for them. That shit is ridiculous. It's uneducation. It's uneducation. It's naiveness to sit here and to blame a person of Oriental descent that is living here in America with you. To this person is living in your community. Obviously, is not in Wochen or whatever the hell this shit happened, and you're gonna go and put hands on them. Somebody should run up in your house and.
Yikes. That's the mentality we're dealing with, yeah. So what are we doing with these pickles over here?
Let's try this damn pickle out. It's a week and a half of some pickling. Let's see the pickling skills, B.
Let's do it. Nice. Come here. Come here real quick. Look at that right there. That thing right there.
It's a piece of garlic.
It's a piece of garlic, but you see? Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. All right.
All right. We got. The smell is there. The smell is there. The softness. Go ahead. Grab them. Let's see.
Grab one.
I love pickles like this.
Crazy.
Not too sour, not like dilly. Garlic kicking through. Can put some salt on that, some Tajin or that hot sauce. Flames.
It's perfect just like that.
Right? Straight up. Yeah, we don't even have no napkins, so my bad. we gully today. Yeah, man. Damn, I've done this before, and I love making pickles like this. I don't like crazy sloshins or whatever. All those like those. Oh man, I love it. Homemade pickles is the way to go, man.
You worked it. It's nice and crunch. I like the crunch, you know, and then the taste just
it's not like overbearing.
No.
And this is just a A week and a half.
Oh, thank you.
Try that pickle, my guy.
Okay, this looks good.
Try the pickle without it first.
Okay. Tastes like a pickle. A really good pickle.
All right.
Nice and crunchy.
Thank you, Richard Grieco.
What's going on?
On the podcast.
Yeah, this nigga right here, he fine though. He got the chicks out running after him,
Literally running. What happened yesterday?
It's the hair probably. It's the hair. Almost look like a white boy, bro. There you go. Look, he didn't waste time putting the tapatillo and the taín, todo eso. It's good. Go ahead. I'm gonna put big making noise in the kitchen banners over y'all faces. All right? Or you want to be seen? You want to be seen by the public? I should interview y'all niggas, especially you.
I'm an interesting guy.
You gotta eat all these damn pickles in one setting.
Honestly, like these are really good.
It tastes clean.
Nice and tasty.
It tastes clean.
Nice and crunchy.
You know what I mean?
Nice and clean.
I know, I gotta get another bag. Yeah, you could get a bag, the Kirby cucumbers. You get a bag, they're small ones, and I cut the ends off so this way, it can get in there. Because you keep them sealed and, and, the flavor's not gonna get in there, but yeah, go ahead. Squish the garlic. Yeah, but, easy to make, man.
Let's run through it again.
Yeah, so, basically I'll get a pot. I'll start off with a pot and pour some water in there. Pour a little bit of vinegar, and then I'll throw my seasoning. I'll throw my salt, throw my sugar. You have to do the sugar. Throw the salt. I threw some tajín. No. Wait. I threw some chili powder and smoked paprika, and then mixed everything. It got to a boil. It all got to a boil, and then it disintegrated. You know what I'm saying? And then, and so then I let it cool down. And I take my cucumbers and chop each side off and fill my jar over here. And then once the liquid cool down, you pour it in there, close it, and seal. I smash my garlic and throw the garlic in there, then close it, seal it. And every day that I open the fridge, I would shake it up to get everything dispersed around
Right on.
for about a week and a half.
Just to keep them rolling in it.
Yep, week and a half.
Nice.
And there you have pickles. That's it. It's just as bussin'.
These are two delicious pickles. Trust me. I'd buy that.
Hell yeah. Black girls down in the South in Miami, they usually get a big ass pickle and a fucking what is it? Pickle pig feet, pickle or a sausage or a hot sausage or a pickled egg.
Yikes.
They'd probably be like, that's not pickly enough for me. Because it's not. This is more like Jewish pickles. I don't like dilly shit like that. You know what I mean? Yo, I remember one time I had gotten it was like, you ever seen that powdered bubble gum? That it's like powder and then you just pour it in your mouth and then it turns into bubble gum? After you just you move it around like pixie stick powder. Then you move it around and then it actually turns into bubble gum. This is old school shit. I don't even know if they have that anymore. I remember one time it was in the thing of a pickle. It was pickled flavor bubble gum.
Yep, I've had that.
I almost shot myself.
Nice.
That was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted in my life. Next to durian.
Yeah. It was gross. Actually, you know what? They had it, the jelly beans?
The bamboozled. You've gotten bamboozled? Yeah, that game is something else.
Yeah.
That's just horrible. Like, why would you do that to people? Some people's cooking is like that.
I'm sure a lot of people's cooking is like that. Bad.
You know, it's funny. I think back, I always ask myself, do you ever think you're gonna run into who's cooking out of everybody you ever had was most disgusting? I can't say that I've ever ran into somebody that I'd actually be like, yo, nigga, you do not know how to cook and don't ever cook again in your life. But I remember one time I was dating a black girl. maybe 20. Let's say I'm 20. And this black girl is from Maryland. So it's like, Maryland is kind of funny because it's like it's up north, but it's like the tip of the southern.
Right.
So it's like you get like a little.
You might get an eye or two, yeah.
It's a little weird, but yeah, that's the thing about DMV. That whole area is a lot of black girls. If you want yourself a black girl, go out there. You're gonna get yourself a black girl. Oh my God, and they got some good ones out there. Got some pretty ones.
Nice.
But the one that I got, she decided she wanted to cook for me one day, and I was like, hey, what you cooking? She goes, oh, I'm making pork chops and green beans and something else. I was like, a typical black thing to cook, but whatever, right? Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, eat it. And so I was eating the pork chop, and I was like, what is going on here with this flavor? Like, I'm not understanding what is happening here. And so I'm like trying to like figure out. I'm like, this doesn't taste like pork chop, but how can you do that?
Right.
How can you make something else taste like something else? So I said, damn, this is good, baby. Thank you. Like any nigga should.
Oh, here, take some more.
I was like, no, baby, I'm full. Oh my God, I'm so goddamn full. How'd you make that? That shit was so good. How'd you make that? And she goes, yeah, I fried those pork chops. I was like, yeah. Where'd you fry? Like, what? Let me see. Where'd you fry it? And I used that pan right there. All the oil is still in there. Why is it black? Because that's the same oil that I use to fry my fish. I use it to fry my this and that. And needless to say, I never saw that bitch. Like, 2 days after, I never saw that bitch ever again in my life. I was like, this is whatever. But, that was a growing up back in the days.
Right.
Black, well, no, I'm not even going to say black people. Hood people do that. They'll save that oil. They save that oil and they fry that, the same shit in the oil. And they said, but that's flavor. Anything. They said that's flavor. You don't remember that?
It ends up like boiling your food, not frying.
And it's just, I don't want to taste fish.
Exactly. In my
pork chops.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I never forget that. But I remember when she did that and she told me, I was like, I can't even get mad at you because it's like old school shit. I've been to plenty of black households where they put the oil, even Puerto Rican households, they put the oil in the Cafe Bustelo.
Can.
You can't put anything in the Cafe Bustelo can for me. You want me to tell you why? Growing up with my grandfather, this nigga, he'd have to pee in the middle of the night. And so he wouldn't want to get up and go to the bathroom. So there'd always be a Cafe Bustelo can underneath the bed. And he would piss in that can. Let me tell you, as a little kid running around playing games, you accidentally go and kick that goddamn can.
Oh my God.
And that piss falls all over you.
Yikes.
Yeah, yo, you can't put shit in the Cafe Bustelo can for me. My grandfather was an OG. Like, this nigga used to toilet paper. I'll clean my ass in the damn toilet in the bathtub. So he take a shit and then go turn on the bathtub and be sitting over there with the, you know what I'm saying? So then you go and I'm gonna go take a bath, Grandma. I'm gonna take a bath, Grandma. I'm gonna take a bath. Go take a bath, and there be chunks of shit floating in your bath water. That was my grandfather, yo. That nigga was ill. He was an ill nigga.
People do some crazy stuff when they get older.
I'm telling you, that's the same bathtub I busted my shit open in and got stitches.
It startled me.
I was like, Yeah, it was wild, yo. Wow. This bitch ass dog is annoying, and this is a sign we're gonna have to cut this short.
Exactly. You guys be good?
You got anything? You good?
No, I'm good.
Pickles, my nigga. Homemade pickles. Clausen's, whatever the hell. Make your own pickles, man. This shit is crazy. And I'm make the announcement now. Yeah, you can see you're getting tons of videos right now. Matter of fact, as we speak, you are getting videos up the wazoo. But I am going to make something. Well, this week I'm going to film the paella that I got to do for school and stuff like that. That's other than there. But I am going to make a homemade lasagna. Pasta, homemade,
Oh, right on.
I'm going. I thought about this. I was like, damn, you only do a lasagna like once a year, every 2 years.
Right.
I'm gonna do a homemade lasagna coming up, and this thing gonna be serious. And the brisket, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up. I got a brisket the size of my dog.
Exactly.
Hopefully, I don't put that nigga in the grill, but whatever. Shoot, check out the store. It's still there. There's the revamping is on the way, but the store's still there. You can still purchase things. Follow us on Instagram. Press that notification bell down there, please. Let's set these algorithms off the space. You know what I'm saying? And making noise in the kitchen is the place to be at all times. I am your boy Carlo Banga, aka Don Perignon.
Good night, fellas. You guys be good out there, and we'll see you next time.
100.